to the Pulse of Spokane. Join us for the latest in news, views, and conversation with community leaders. The Pulse of Spokane is brought to you in part by Homes for You, Well Dressed Walrus, and Spokane Firefighters Local 29. Now, put your finger on the Pulse of Spokane.
Welcome to the Pulse of Spokane. Kent Adams here. Hope you're having a good day. It's September 10th. Tomorrow is September 11th. Let's not forget that date, okay? We've got a great lineup today, a great program, and we will have a good program tomorrow as well. I am so pleased today to say that we have the wife of former Speaker of the House, Tom Foley, Heather Foley, here to talk about the Foley Institute and what's coming down here at WSU in a couple of weeks. Bob and Kaery Dudenhofer, did I get that right? All right, I got an upsign from the Spokane Rifle Club. Will be here to talk about their project. Next on the Pulse of Spokane.
Here at Creative Music Learning Center, we are dedicated to your learning no matter where you are on your journey. Whether you are a beginner, a casual player, or need some brushing up on technique, we are here for you. When you begin lessons with us, our teachers take the time to understand what kind of learner you are and how we can help you further your knowledge, offering a variety of instruments including piano, guitar, voice, violin, and more. We are here and ready to get started with you. The economy is getting stronger, banks are lending again, and interest rates are at historic lows. Now is a great time to buy your dream home. The caring and knowledgeable professionals at Homes for You have been helping people just like you for over 20 years. They take the time to listen to what you want and will help you find just the right home in Washington or Idaho. Real estate is what we do at Homes for You, 928-5782, or visit online at homes4uspokane.com.
Well, welcome back. I'm pleased today to have, I almost said an old friend, but people might take that wrong as being old since we're both kind of up there, aren't we, in age?
I'm afraid.
Yeah, well, I am too, but we don't have a lot of choice. Heather Foley, good to have you here. You've been in Spokane for what, a week or two, right?
Yes, I've been here a couple times this summer.
Yeah, right. Oh, you come out when it's summertime, huh?
Oh, I've been here in the winter too.
Yes. Well, we miss Tom, but we're glad to have you here and all that he did for us here in the 5th District. And something special is going on. There is the library at Gonzaga University. Then there's something going on at WSU. What's that?
Well, there's something called the Foley Institute at WSU.
Okay.
And they have a speaker series, and they want to expand it to Spokane.
Oh, okay.
And include all the colleges here.
Good.
As much as they can. So we're doing a fundraiser. We're doing a symposium first,
okay, right.
On October 5th, and it's from 3 to 4:30. And that's to kind of celebrate what would be Tom's 90th birthday.
Okay.
And that's from 3 to 4:30.
Okay.
And it's in the Riverside Place, which is where the Shriners used to have
their
building. Yeah.
Yes.
Down there in Riverside. And then we're having, from 6 to 8, we're having a fundraiser.
Right.
To celebrate Tom and to also fund a speaker series.
And
here
you have
in
a special
Spokane.
guest coming for that, too.
Oh, we have Chris Matthews.
Okay. I've heard of him.
You've heard of him? Well, Chris has become a moderate these days in his old life. And he's an old friend. He worked for Speaker O'Neill, and that's how I know him.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So,
Did you pick up the phone and call him?
somebody else did, but I had the right phone number.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's great.
yeah.
That's great. How do people get tickets to this? Let's talk about that first before we talk about some other things. How do people get tickets to this, and what is the cost?
Well, to go to the symposium is free, but to go to the fundraiser, you should go to foley.wsu.edu.
Okay.
And you can get tickets that way.
Ah, okay, okay. And so we can get everything online these days, right?
That's right.
We were talking before we started the program about how you can buy so much through Amazon and so forth, and you were asking about the big monitor over there, and that's how we ordered it, because it was kind of a special order. Welcome to the world today. Everything is online.
That's true. I think this is a couple of steps once you get on the website.
Right.
But
I had to tell my wife the other day that you were in, and we were talking, and I said I couldn't believe, having still been a little bit of a novice myself, how you just pulled out your iPhone and were looking up numbers and names and everything. You are really good at all that, aren't you?
well, I hope so. Okay, I can't do the iPhone. I have a Samsung.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I can't do two technologies, just one. So anyway, no, I can't. I introduced computers into the office many years away and took the typewriters off the desk. So I try to stay technologically.
Was that tough to do back in those days?
Well, I got some bad looks.
Yeah.
But you just have to stay around to show people how to use things.
And remember in those days, what they said was, we can go to these computers and we can eliminate paper. But what it does is produce more paper faster, doesn't it?
Well, that's true, but also you can store a lot of stuff.
Yes,
you don't
you sure
have to
can.
have it as paper. And if you have a big screen like this
Yes.
to read, then you don't need the paper at all.
We like the big screens, don't we? Because we can
Yeah.
see them better.
Yes, at my age, I like a big screen.
Yeah, yeah.
So, my laptop is an 18-inch wide, so I can see it, and it's heavy, but I can see it better.
That really does help. It does help. What goes on at the Institute at WSU, the Foley Institute?
Well, they have a lot of interns, and
Okay.
they send them mostly to Olympia, not to Washington, D.C., because the cost
Yes.
of housing in Washington, D.C. is so expensive. $2,000 for a one-room apartment.
Oh, gee.
I know. That's unfurnished.
Oh,
So, eventually, when I die, my house will become a place for interns to stay.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm putting.
Watch it if there are interns outside looking at your house, though, right?
That's true. So, anyway, that's what I plan to do.
Oh, that's nice.
Because it's a real problem for
Yeah.
interns. Then they have do some research, and then they have the speakers program.
Okay.
And that takes one person all the time
I
to
would
work
bet.
on that.
I would bet, because of the level of speakers that you're going to bring in and so forth.
Well, and then
it's a
you have
lot
to-
of work.
Then you have to get an audience. You have to alert everybody
Right.
that they're coming.
Right.
And then when they have them in Spokane, there's a little bit more work to alert
Yes.
everybody.
Oh, sorry, they have to come all the way from Pullman to Spokane.
Well, I think it works out.
It is. It works
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Have you had a chance in the last few trips that you've come here to see the University District and all that's grown up there?
I have. It's just amazing.
Isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I have not paid too much attention, and about 6 or 8 months ago was driving through there on a Saturday, so it was a little more leisurely, not trying to get somewhere, and my wife and I looked around realizing that, wow, what a campus we have in downtown Spokane.
It's amazing.
It really is amazing. And the working together with having Gonzaga across the river, but the campuses working together and all of that is just terrific. And it's so good for Spokane and the Inland Northwest, really.
Yeah, it's good for everybody.
Yeah, it really is.
Really wonderful.
Yeah. So what do you do these days?
So what do I do?
Yes.
Well, I have an Airbnb in my house.
Okay.
And in the building next door.
Oh, really?
So-
Okay.
So that keeps me busy.
Yes, it
When
would.
I'm away, I have to hire somebody.
I was going to say, who's taking care of it now?
Well, I have somebody there to look after the dog and cat and to look after the guests
Okay.
while I'm gone.
Good.
So when I come out here, that's a major cost.
Yes, it would be. Yeah.
But
So-
I can't do it without that. So it's fun to have so many people come and stay with you
Yeah.
from all over.
To get a chance, because you probably know a lot of them, right?
No, I don't know any of these people.
Really?
No.
Oh, so you get a chance to educate them a little bit
Well, I get educated. I
Okay.
learn all kinds of things from people who come and stay with me.
Do you let Republicans stay at your?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
When we had the inauguration, I had a lot of Republicans staying with me. I also had a few marchers who marched
Yeah.
against Trump, yes.
Well, and I've told you this story. I told this story when we honored Tom, and Rich Cowan and I and others did
Yes.
the special at the Bing Crosby Theater, what, 10 years ago, 8 years ago, something like that.
He was very touched.
Yeah, that I always appreciated him. I did some part-time radio on the Saturdays, so I was I was nothing, and he always treated me with respect. We had a little fun because I would tease him. Now, Tom, I don't want to hear the talking points. And being radio, he would wink at me and give me the talking points. But we had that kind of relationship that we could have fun. And he really provided good leadership for 30 years here in Spokane. And you must be proud to have been married to him and be part of his office and everything else.
Well, I enjoyed being part of his office. It's too bad I didn't get paid, but anyway.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Yeah.
He was remarkable.
Yeah, he
He
was a
really
good guy.
was. And I always thought, what I never quite understood was how he knew what to do in a critical situation.
Yeah, yeah.
Or an emergency. He
Yeah.
seemed to have a real instinct for that.
He did.
And whether that was his father who taught him all those things.
And his father was a justice?
He was a judge here, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Until he had to retire,
Yeah.
I guess at 70. And of course he went to Gonzaga.
Yeah,
And maybe the Jesuit training got him.
could be.
I don't know.
We've had some good people come out of there, haven't we?
That's right,
Yeah.
exactly. So, he was, and I think people recognized
Yeah.
what a great leader he was.
Yeah. He was always someone either on the air or off that I could talk to, and even though we might have had some differences on things, we respected each other. I wish that was back in politics today.
Well, it's a little different approach today.
Yes, it is. We don't want to go there, okay, because that will turn this kind of negative. But again, the event is on October 5th. And where can they go to get information and tickets?
They can go to foley.wsu.edu.
All right.
Okay?
Heather, thank you for gracing our desk today and for being here. And you're coming out for this, right?
Oh, yeah, I'll be
Okay.
here.
So will you drop by then, maybe?
I will indeed.
Okay. Heather Foley, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
Okay.
Well, this is Bloomsday in Spokane. We got about 40 firefighters and their friends and family handing out 40,000 cups of water as the day goes by.
It's a very good opportunity to see the public and support them and help them out and cheer them on during Bloomsday.
It's one of the best things about Spokane is that we have these major events and the whole community comes together not just to participate but to volunteer and show that they really care about our city and making our city look great.
This type of an event really is emblematic of Spokane because so many people get involved. We have 50,000 people probably running this race. Always has been a very huge event.
Right now we're at the corner of Broadway and Nettleton. It's the last water station before the finish, so people are pretty much dehydrated by the time they get to us. They really need our water.
The water stations are a vital part, especially on warm days like today. It's real important that we have the volunteers to help with that. Without the volunteers, Bloomsday wouldn't exist.
All up and down the course, there are people that are involved in this celebration. It really is a celebration of what Spokane's all about.
I'm Nikki Butler, and I'm a regional manager for STCU. My lunch buddy is Nicole.
I'm Brandy Schloss. I'm a regional manager at STCU. My lunch buddy is Angelina. She's grown up with me. I've grown up with her. To see her graduate will be a lot of fun.
Brandy and I have been lunch buddies since the girls were in second grade. It's great that STCU provides me with the opportunity to be part of Reach for the Future. We are committed to the children. We're committed to our community. I'm Nikki.
I'm Brandy.
And STCU is here for good.
This is River Ridge Frame Shop, called Frame It Today. where we could take your art, customize it, and get it ready to hang on the wall. Here at River Ridge Hardware, 2803 West Garland.
Now we're going to see if Kent can get this right. It's Kaery Dudenhofer, right? And Bob Orth from the Spokane Rifle Club.
Yes.
I'm not going to say it again because I'll probably mess it up next time. Welcome.
Thank you.
This, I know where you are. You're out near the Spokane River, up toward what,
correct.
Indian Trail, that area. I've driven by and seen it off in the distance.
Correct.
And so
You get to it by going on Rifle Club Road off of Highway 291, and then you come to Aubrey White Parkway, and our gate's right there.
Okay, all right. Now you've been around. The club has been around for a few years, right?
Well, we had our centennial in 2016 for our
Wow.
incorporation. So we celebrated that with our shirts. We have a centennial on it.
Yes.
And then we've been on the property there where we're at right now since 1925.
Oh, okay. That's some time. We just helped celebrate the centennial of Hutton Settlement, and so we are getting to that point where there are a lot of centennial things going on the last few years and coming up as well too. So, tell me about the Rifle Club. What's it about? What kind of, what can you do there? Why do members join? I hear there's some special things if one family member joins the rest of the fam. Just tell me about that. Tell our audience about it.
Well, sure. Everybody wants firearm owners to be responsible.
Absolutely.
And we provide that service. We provide safety and education in a controlled environment. Safety being the ranges that we have there that have appropriate backstops.
Yes.
For shooting, and the education part comes from having the shooter get familiar with their firearm so that they get very confident in how it operates.
Yeah.
And this goes for whether you are shooting a handgun, a rifle, or a shotgun. We have ranges for all of that there.
And
So-
what days are you open?
7 days a week.
7 days a week. Wow. There's
8
somebody
a.m.
there.
Yep. We have range officers on site.
Okay.
7 days a week there.
That takes a lot of volunteers.
It does. Our RSOs, range safety officers, they're the only paid
Okay.
folks. So
Yeah.
but
Because
everybody else
otherwise,
is
where do you
volunteer.
find everybody?
Right.
To volunteer. And what are the hours usually?
8 a.m. to 30 minutes before dusk.
Before dusk. Okay.
Yes.
So in the summertime, can
It's-
be a
yep,
long day,
sure
can't
is.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Now, every day, what happens when it gets really icy and snowy out?
Well, it's still open.
Do
That's the
people
great-
still come?
Absolutely. Yep. We have covered ranges. Or
Oh,
the
okay.
range deck is covered. And then we
Okay.
also have an indoor pistol range and then
Okay, I didn't realize
air
that.
rifle or small bore rifle range.
Yeah. What does it cost for a family to join?
It's $125 for a year.
Wait. For a year?
For a year.
That's all?
That's all.
Well, for the first year, there's an administrative fee of $100, but
Okay.
after that, it's going to be $125.
That
a
happens
year.
with a lot of clubs, whether it be a gym or something
Yeah.
else these days. So,
Exactly.
to set everything up and so forth.
Yeah.
$125. That's
Right. And
really...
that allows you access to the rifle, the pistol,
Wow.
and the shotgun and indoor range properties.
Now, is that the kind of thing you have to bring your own firearm? Or
Definitely. Your own
Okay.
firearm, your own ammunition.
Okay, right.
Yes.
We do have one unique part about the Rifle Club that's only one small part of the Rifle Club is Women's Division. And as part of Women's Division, we have some firearms that are available for us to use to show and introduce women and children to handguns and rifles so they can learn how to handle them safely. But anybody that's a member of the club can come down and bring their own.
So there are classes and so forth as well?
Yes.
As just coming and shooting, so?
Yes.
There's a schedule for that? Or,
Yes, it's on the website. It's SpokaneRifle.com/calendar.
Okay, yeah. How many members do you have?
Right now, we're sitting right around 1,100.
Wow.
Usually by the end of the year, we're pushing 1,400.
Okay, okay.
And that's just a member household.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
it
say.
could be double or triple,
Could be
depending on how
husband
many
and
people.
wife, could be whole
Yes,
family and
exactly.
that sort of thing.
Yes.
Right, right. How do you train people to be safe with firearms? Is that something that you do there?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, well, as an example, we have a junior rifle team.
Okay.
That they shoot 22 rifles, competitive 22 rifle.
Okay.
And air rifle, and we have a class starting tonight.
Oh, okay.
And what we do is we just simply start them with the basics of shooting, but first we give them the NRA 3 safety rules of firearms handling, and then find out if any of them have had any kind of training with dad or mom, or have gone through a hunter's education class.
Right, right.
Probably 80% of them have done something like that there.
Okay, okay.
So competitive rifle shooting is a lot different than just shooting a tin can down
Yes,
a
yes.
gravel bay. So,
Yeah.
so we start them out in prone position, and then we get them up into standing and kneeling. It
Right.
usually takes us till about the end of the year to get them into all 3 positions right there.
Wow.
Our coaches are NRA certified. They've been through classes. They've been through training. So that's how we train people
Wow.
in the safe use of firearms.
Yeah,
And
and that's important today.
It is.
It really
yeah.
is.
Kaery's an NRA instructor also.
Right.
I was going to say the junior rifle team just won the, I'll let Mr. Bob tell you.
Yeah, they were in Camp Perry, Ohio, shooting 3 parts called 3-position air
Okay.
rifle. So you're shooting air rifle in all 3 positions. And at the end of the day, they won the thing. They came back with a nice big trophy.
Oh, nice.
They won the national
champion.
championship for
And this
all.
was at
Wait, they won the national
Yes.
from
Yes.
Spokane, Washington,
You got
right?
it.
Yeah, and you probably heard that a few times there too. That's great.
Yeah.
You know, we do some great things here in Spokane, and
We
it's
do.
nice to get recognized
Yeah.
around the country and so forth.
To teach women how to be safe with firearms,
Yes.
we have the juniors program that's very active.
Yes.
And we have a.
Juniors is now for what age?
Up
They
until.
are, we like to see them about 12 to 18.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
And then for women's division, we meet the second Friday of every month
Okay.
at 6 p.m.
Okay.
And that's just ongoing instruction. So women can drop in, they can stay for the whole time. And we talk about more than just firearms. We talk about personal safety
Yes,
and
yes.
mindfulness. And we talk about, less lethal tools like, OC spray or pepper spray.
Right, right.
Those sorts of things as well.
I'm hearing and seeing, even on Facebook and so forth, more interest and more women concealed carry.
Yep, it's a large.
Today.
It's the largest growing segment of the firearm community.
That does not surprise me. That does not surprise me. Are you seeing that in the
Absolutely.
attendance as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah, we've just skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how can people get more information?
They can go to the website, which is SpokaneRifle.com.
Okay.
And there's all kinds of information. Each division is listed
Okay.
on the website, and we have all kinds of different divisions. We have, now don't ask me to explain what all of them do.
Oh, I was going
But-
to.
I can do that.
Okay, good, good. So there's small bore, there's
Yeah.
cast bullet, there's black powder cartridge, there's high power, shotgun, action pistol, you name it. There's, I think, 12
You got it all
different
covered and then
divisions.
some.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right. Well, do you have a Facebook page as well?
We do, yeah.
Okay.
And Spokane Rifle Club, we're on
Okay.
Facebook. I think if you just do @Spokane Rifle Club, it'll come up.
Right, right. Welcome to today's technology,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
We can find anything and everybody. My wife was asking me to look up something this morning and to see if their store was still open or what the hours were.
Sure.
You can do that today,
Yeah.
without having to look up a phone number and call. There it is.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on over 100 years. Congratulations on 1,100 members. This sounds like a great fall Christmas present
Yes.
for the family.
Definitely does.
Right?
We have lots of families
Because I
that
think
do
it's
that.
important that we learn safety.
It is,
Okay?
definitely.
Because
It's part
tho-
of responsible firearm ownership. Responsible firearm owners need to make sure they secure their firearms
Yeah.
so that they don't fall into unauthorized hands. They
Right.
need to make sure that they're just doing all those important things to keep that
Absolutely.
gun safe and that they handle the firearm safely. And a lot of people, we think it's an inherent thing that people know that, and they don't.
No, no. Yeah, it's important. Thank you.
You're getting-
Anything else to add to this?
Well, you know, hunting season's coming up right now.
Yes.
And we see a lot of people who bring a firearm down that they just bought over at
Okay,
the store.
that's a good place to
And they
use
have
it, isn't it?
ammunition that doesn't match the gun.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Which can be catastrophic.
Better to find that out in
Yeah.
town than...
Exactly. So that's part of our education process.
Okay, that would be important, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, well, but I got a good deal on it. Thank you.
We have sight-in days coming up also, I should plug that. The
Okay.
dates aren't on the website yet, but just, you don't have to be a member. Members of the public can bring a rifle, and I think they can sight in 2 rifles for $20.
Okay.
And there will be range safety officers there and instructors to help them sight in their rifles so that they
Nice.
hit the spot they want to
Great.
hit.
I think can people just come out to visit?
Absolutely, we'd love to have
Okay.
them. You bet.
I didn't want to invite everybody to come out, if that,
No.
but I think it would be worth going out and even taking your kids or grandkids and talking about, this is where you do things and this is where you learn and those kinds of things. Because we used to do that years ago.
Yeah.
Especially in this kind of country where you would have kids going to high school with their rifles in the back and so forth.
They'd
And-
hunt on the way to school and hunt on the way home.
Yes, and we've become so afraid of having any of that around. And those aren't the folks we need to be afraid of.
Right,
You know,
right.
it's those who aren't responsible that
Yeah.
we need to be afraid
I've
of.
found that statistically with children that are prohibited from
Yeah.
being introduced to firearms and learning about them are the ones that are the most curious about them.
Yeah.
And so
Curiosity can kill.
I can,
Yes.
absolutely,
Yeah, it really
especially in this
can,
case. And there's
yeah.
some great training. We have some of the Rifle
There's
Club great
always
training
that
programs.
unloaded gun that goes off and kills
Or the
your
gun
friend.
or the gun that mom and dad think is hidden and that the 2-year-old can't
Yeah.
find and the 2-year-old finds it.
So true. Thank you both.
Thank
Good
you.
information. And again, the website is?
SpokaneRifle.com.
All right. Thank you very much for watching. Watch tomorrow's show on Spokane Talks.
Spokane is produced in Spokane, Washington by SpokaneTalksMedia.com, which is solely responsible for its content. The Pulse of Spokane is brought to you in part by Homes for You, Well-Dressed Walrus, and Spokane Firefighters Local 29. Ask the host a question, recommend a guest, or hear this program again on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or SpokaneTalksMedia.com.